Greetings, mate, and welcome aboard. Stuart Charles here, HomeStudioBasics.com, helping you make sound decisions leading to a beautiful audio experience that will make you fall in love with music all over again. So, some people say I should drink a cup of coffee before I review, but I prefer Adderall and Frosted Mini Wheats.
Keeps them full, keeps them focused.
Fiber! Before we get started, all links are down below in the description box, so if you do decide to purchase one of these headphones, I will get a small kickback depending on where you live. Your continued support is much appreciated as it helps the blog and channel moving forward. Let's compare the AKG K612 to the K702, shall we? We'll start with build and features, which are nearly identical in many regards. We've got the same hammock-style self-adjusting headband, the same detachable circular ear cups, and similar looking grills, although the K702's outermost ring protrudes slightly versus the flatter and more rounded off piece inherent on the K612. The adjustment mechanism on the K702 reveals their block text logo on the bottom circular dot, while the K612 sports the actual logo in the same spot. Both have R&L indicators on the uppermost dot. One main aesthetic difference includes the midnight blue and silver color scheme on the K702 versus the dark gray silver combo on the K612. Lastly, both terminate in a 3.5mm jack, but the K702's cable is a detachable mini XLR, while the K612's cable cannot be removed at all. What about comfort? Both are incredibly comfortable over long sessions, save for some relatively minor adjustments. Clamp force is good, with neither being too tight or too loose, and both headphones are light enough not to dig into your dome piece much at all. Both sport the fan favorite velour padding, but the K612 seems slightly softer than the K702's, like a drag queen at a rave, and is thus a tad more comfortable in my estimation. All in all, you'll mostly be forgetting that these are on your head. Now let's discuss the sound, which is one of the easiest comparisons I've ever done. I've been listening to the K702 since December of 2019 and the K612 since around March of 2020. Sources include Tidal Hi-Fi, Spotify Premium, and all FLAC files of at least 24-bit 44K HD. I've listened to hundreds of songs at this point with both, but for the sake of a focused A-B comparison, I used 7 tracks back and forth and was easily able to come up with a marked difference. In a nutshell, the K612 is a smoother, warmer, more relaxed, more laid back, and more mellowed out version of the K702 with a bit less clarity and resolution, almost as if a thin layer of haze is covering the sound. The K702 by contrast feels crisper, snappier, more sterile, more neutral, more in your face, and more forward, with slightly more air around the instruments that can especially be heard in some classical pieces. To some, the K702 may provide better overall clarity at the expense of musical enjoyment. Everything is just a bit more clear and easily heard. Background rhythm guitars, voices, etc. It's easier to distinguish what's what, but keep in mind it's a fairly subtle difference in passing. As far as amplification is concerned, I was using the Zen DAC with the power match on, and found more than loud enough levels at around 1 o'clock. Both headphones are woefully inefficient at around 91 decibels per milliwatt sensitivity, but both also don't resist power much at 62 ohms apiece. Genre-wise, I'd stick to lighter compositions such as those in classical, jazz, acoustic, and folk, but don't be shy with other genres like rock, hip-hop, and indie pop. While neither headphone slams in the bass department, both are incredibly enjoyable due to their natural presentation and propensity to reveal micro details with ease. Gamers and movie buffs alike will enjoy the excellent soundstage width and depth apparent in both headphones, which create a wonderful 3D soundscape when coupled with an amp DAC like the Creative Sound Blaster X G6. Whether gaming on your console or PC, watching movies, or simply listening to some old favorites on vinyl, the K702 and K612 aim to please. Prior research had indicated that the K612 was a near perfect classical headphone, and that sentiment certainly has merit considering its warmer character helps to mitigate the issues apparent in the genre. From quiet to deafening in a hurry, the K612 handles the volatile nature of classical pretty well, but by and large it's still a genre that remains incredibly difficult to replicate effectively. If you're a kickback and relaxed type of homie, go with the K612. If you prefer to be a little more analytical of your music and enjoy the crisper, finer details, go with the K702. Personally, both have a place in my studio, but
it's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Well, that's about it for today, guys. Leave me some love down in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. If you like what I do here and you want to support the channel in a more personal way, hit that Patreon link down below. And last but not least, don't forget to ask me about my grandchildren. Don't feed the troll. And most importantly, don't ever give up.
For all the fake rappers out there. Smokey Robinson, one time. Old school, man. Esoteric Eric. Who's that? Check it. Check.
Who is it? It's Stu Black, here I am with the review once again. By this point you gotta know I'm deadly with the pen. You wanna battle me? Shit, I'll gladly take the win. You whip a caddy, but it's wrecked, I'm rolling fatties and I'm spent. Call me Lassie, I'm legit, I save the day, but I'm no fever pitch. I'm kinda sick, I spit retarded, I'm autistic and it fits. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning, it's a cinch. You overthinking it again, I'm dropping wisdom in a pinch. I know you listening to this, cause I'll be ripping it to bits. I get the gabbing among my I'm popping red pills and I'm rich. I'll make you quiver with my lips, I'll make you shiver with my stanzas. It's a hit like Sinatra in the mob. I come equipped a little bit like Tech 9. I keep it lit, a fire sign. I'm dangerous, out of control. I majored and I play to win. Do me a favor and just quit.